Great day, attractive thinker. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your break the cycle specialist at the Attractive Thinker Guru. I am delighted to share space and time with you. I am working with a group of attractive thinkers for 6 weeks straight to really help launch your dream ideas. Enough, enough, enough. It's time out for walking around stuck in a routine, conforming to a routine and not including you in your day, not really getting accomplished the things that you desire to accomplish for your life. You have a life, attractive thinker, and there are certain gifts and talents and accomplishments and solutions that you're supposed to deposit in the earth that you're supposed to be creating now while you're living your life. You have a life to live, and these things are supposed to be taking place simultaneously while we are here. Most of the time, or should I say a lot of times, when we get to the end, because you hear stories, you hear people's stories, it may be a loved one, family or friends, it may be a coworker or somebody in your church or somebody on your, in your organization or your group who has passed away or knows someone who has passed away. And, when they're at the end, because I pay close attention, if you've been following me in my space on social media in some of my private programs, you know that I'm really particular and very strategic when it comes to attending funerals or spending time with people who you're going to leave, who are going to leave here real soon. I pay close attention to what they say, and some of the times you hear the regrets, you hear the accomplishments, you hear the successes, you hear what they're happy about, the life that they lived. You hear about the joyful times, the things they got a chance to do. And that's why I'm here to support you, attractive thinker, because you have some things that you need to accomplish in the earth while you are living. You hear me always say, create it, live it, and leave it. Creating, living, and leaving a legacy that continues to speak. Your legacy continues to talk when you no longer can, when you're no longer here. That's why I support attractive thinkers with mental tools. See, we have the strategies, we have the internet, you can Google solutions for certain things, you have the conference bag and all of the information and resources, your workbook and your notes. But what is stopping you from implementing? Think about that. You have creative ideas, things that you want to do with your life. Dancing, singing, painting, traveling, starting a family, moving, purchasing a home, enjoying your life, pottery or spoken word, your books, or your business, you want to start a business idea, whatever that might be, you deserve to create that. That's why I created this Create It Now 6-week intensive at createitnow.theattractivethinker.guru. The link is in the above in the title, right above this video. So I created that because I coach attractive thinkers all of the time, and there are some common threads that I notice in their lives. They have these dormant dreams. Think about that. Dreams lying dormant, just subtle, floating around, no real clarity. It's like dreams in a fog. Think about that, attractive thinker. They're vague. You can hardly see them. You can feel them. You can sense them. When you're by yourself, you think about them. You might put a smile on your face, or, a chuckle here and there, or something to make you smile or feel good on the inside. Or when you share it with someone, you feel good. But you don't take it any further. You don't take it to the next step. You don't take the action to create that dream that you have, that idea that you keep thinking about and that you keep talking about. Every New Year's, you have the same New Year's resolutions. And you find that every year, nothing changes but your age. And every year, the language is still the same. I'm getting ready to, I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm working on that. I'm definitely going to do that. And you find you're not doing it. It's not happening. You get stuck in procrastination. You get stuck in your dream. I coach attractive thinkers all of the time, and I feel for you. I know what that feels like. I remember walking around, and I was getting ready to say I want to relate it to a woman who's pregnant, but men can't relate to that because they've never been pregnant, right? But so let me share it this way. Men know what it feels like to eat a full meal. You know what it feels like to be stuffed. You know what it feels like to Thanksgiving, I remember years and years ago, Thanksgiving, we used to prepare when we went over to my mother's house for dinner. We used to wear our stretchy pants because we knew that after we ate at mom's, that you weren't going to be able to button your pants, you weren't going to be able to put them shoes back on. So we wore comfortable shoes and stretchy pants. So we just eat all we want because we spent the whole day there. So imagine feeling full like that, whereas you can't even take another bite, guys. Women, you already know what it feels like to be pregnant, to be full. And that last trimester, if you're like me, I was like, I don't care what date this baby comes, because everybody in the family said, oh, the baby's gonna be born on my birthday. Oh, the baby's gonna be born on Mother's Day. Oh, the baby's gonna be born on Thanksgiving. I'm like, really? At this point, I just want somebody to get this baby out of me. Okay, because you're at the stage in your life where you're full. You feel the weight of your dream. You feel the heaviness of your dream. And here's the deal. If you're like me, you don't have just one dream. You have dream after dream after dream after dream. Because after you give birth to that first dream, all of these other ideas are coming up. All of these other wonderful things that you can do with your life, and that go along with the dream, that complement the dream, that come as a result of giving birth to the dream. All of these other ideas that you have to give birth to, that you have to create, they come up as well. So now you're walking around with all of these dreams inside of you. And that's what you're feeling. You're feeling the weight of that. So if not now, attractive thinker, then when? Some attractive thinkers talk to me and they say, well, Dr. Toni, I have all of the steps. I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. Or I know what I have to do, but I keep procrastinating. Or I'm not secure. I don't feel secure in this. I'm insecure about a lot of things pertaining to this. I'm afraid of failure and I'm afraid of success. Sometimes we get mentoring and we in circles where entrepreneurs gather, and you hear them talk about, I'm afraid of success, afraid of failure. But have you thought about, you could be afraid of failure and success? That's possible too. And that's a tough spot to be stuck in. Think about stuck, attractive thinker. You can't go forward and you can't go backwards. You can't go to where you used to be. You refuse to go back there, and you're trying to move forward and you're stuck in a holding pattern. You can't even go forward to where you desire to be. That's what stuck looks like. Like you're trying to move and nothing's happening. And that's what happens in new and aspiring entrepreneurs' lives. They have this dream and idea, and it sounds fantastic and amazing, and they go to implement, and something's putting the brakes on. They feel the pressure. They feel the resistance. And who's there to coach you through that? Who's there to shine the light like a vision and mindset expert so that you can see your path more clearly? Who's there to support you in uprooting the obstacles that are going to come up along the way? Think about that. There are a number of reasons, endless reasons why new and aspiring entrepreneurs get stuck in their creative journey. They get stuck in writing their book. They get stuck, and sometimes they get stuck for years. Sometimes it takes years, and then you go through the spectrum of emotions. Let me share something with you. What I've realized after coaching so many attractive thinkers and going through my own journey, I started in entrepreneurship when I was in 2005. That's when I wrote my first book, in 2005. So that was like 14 years ago. So think about this, attractive thinker. When we have a creative idea, and we're excited about it, we see the possibility of it, you see it in your mind's eye, and you get excited about it, and you go to implement, and you experience that resistance. That's because you have this new idea, but you didn't introduce the new idea to your old mindset. You got to reprogram your thinking. A lot of times we take this new thing and we try to implement it with an old thought, an old belief, an old feeling, of some old language, your old circle, your old habits, your old associations, your old way of doing things. And then all of this resistance and frustration comes up. And over time, if you keep pursuing it that way and not getting the result that you're looking for, you begin to lose hope. Slowly but surely, you begin to not believe in it like you used to. And then after a while, you begin to not believe in yourself. And there are some things that have to be in place for new and aspiring entrepreneurs in order to accomplish your visions, your dreams, and your goals. Your dream is too extreme to try and do it alone. Trust me, I tried that. And I know, we as attractive thinkers, we're strong, we're visionaries, we're go-getters, we're multitaskers, we're leaders in our circle, but leaders need support. Leaders need support. Sometimes in your journey, like I said, if you're like me, you get to a place whereas you want to receive the type of support that you give others. You keep supporting others and you keep giving your best and keep making sure that they have their needs met. You would like to have someone in your space that will, be committed to you having your needs met, being committed to you being supported, checking on you to make sure you have what you need, making sure that you're going in the right direction, somebody to see your blind spots. Attractive thinker, my son said to me one time, he said, Mom, that's why it's important to have people in your circle that have vision, because they cover your blind spots. They cover the areas that you cannot see. You can't see all of the obstacles, all of the roadblocks. You can't anticipate everything you're going to encounter on your journey. But when you're traveling with people that have vision, they can see your blind spots and say, wait a minute, you're doing the right thing, but just move a little bit to the right. Whereas you would have given up, attractive thinker, thinking that you're doing the wrong thing, not seeing your blind spot, but somebody in your circle who has vision, a coach, a vision expert like myself, a mentor, somebody with real tools, somebody who's been where you're trying to go, can say, wait, don't stop. You're doing the right thing. Just move a little bit to the right, or just step back just a little bit and then launch forward, or just twist it, turn it this way and try it now. See, sometimes attractive thinker, you're really, really close, but when we try to do things on our own, we're missing out on the people in our circle who have vision that can cover our blind spots. We're missing out on being supported. We're missing out on being loved. As a new and aspiring entrepreneur, you need a special kind of circle. You need a special kind of person and people in your circle who have vision, people who get you, people who get what you're saying, people who get your language, people who see you encounter an obstacle and don't say, well, I don't know why you tried it. I told you it wasn't going to happen. I don't even know why you went in that direction anyway. You really need to just go and get a job. Think about that, attractive thinker. So you need people in your space that have vision, that are going to push you forward, that are going to support you in being the best that you can be. Do you know how critical it is to be the best that you can be? Do you know how important it is to be the best that you can be? Do you hear me say the best that you can be? That's one of the things that make me jump out of the bed in the morning, because I know there's more to me than this. I know that there are endless versions of me, and I want it all. I want to accomplish as much as I can while I'm here. I want you to think about that. I want to be the best that I can be while I'm here. I want to keep evolving and growing and transforming. You want people in your circle, and you may not have experienced that before. I remember when I started my journey working with attractive thinkers, a lot of the I'm going to tell you some common threads. A lot of the comments that I was getting from attractive thinkers is they didn't even think I was real. They kept trying to figure me out. You're really trying to help me? You really want to see me succeed? You really care whether I make it or not? You really care about me tripping and falling, and you really are trying to help me get up? You really are going to give me the truth? You're going to tell me the truth about the obstacles that I'm facing? They were trying to figure me out. I was like, I don't know any other way to be. My life's work is to make life better. I don't know any other way to be. I am sent here to shine the light and help attractive thinkers find their way so that you can see more clearly. Shine the light on your path, because a lot of times what you're reaching for is right within reach, but because the light is not on, you can't see it. Have you ever opened your front door and you're fumbling for the light and your arms are, full of bags or whatever, and you're fumbling for the light and you're not tripping and falling into things. And you're familiar with your house, you know exactly where everything is. But because the light is not on, you're having a problem finding the familiar things. And that's what I do as a vision and mindset expert. I shine the light. You need the light to come on, attractive thinker. You'd be surprised at how your struggle gets minimized and how many solutions rise to the surface in your life when you just simply turn the light on. A lot of times you're groping in the dark. You're trying to find solutions in the dark. You're around circles that aren't light. You're around circles, their light is on. So how are they going to help you turn your light on? Think about that, attractive thinker. So I want you to visit this website, because for 6 weeks, I'll be working with attractive thinkers just like you and giving you the strategy that you need to really give birth to your creative ideas so that you're not stuck in your dream, and over time, your dream becomes a nightmare. Because it becomes a nightmare when you haven't accomplished it and it's been like 5, 10, 15, 20 years. A book, it doesn't take that long to write a book, not in this day and age. 20 years to start a business doesn't take that long, not in this day and age. And we've been blessed to live in a fantastic and amazing time in our lives, whereas we can get an idea and take action on it and implement it and shift it really, really quickly from the mind to the hand, from the invisible to the visible, because we have the resources now. We can do that expeditiously, but we need support. Because as we begin to journey, when that idea travels from your mind to your hand, it's going through you. It's going through that turbulence. It's going through your belief system and the way you feel and your habits and your childhood experiences and, what you've experienced throughout your life, what you say, who you're around. Here's the deal, attractive thinker. And you might want to write this down in your attractive thinker notebook. Whenever you want to do something new with your life, you have to decide what you're willing to exchange it for. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to exchange your current life for the new life that you desire. That takes work, because all of this stuff is going to come up inside of you that's going to oppose your dream. But with support, with the right community, the attractive thinking community in your space, you can glide through your journey. Because when you encounter an obstacle, we're here to support you and we provide the tool quick. I'm like, oh no, I know exactly what tool you need to overcome that, because I've been there and done that. And you'll be like, wow, it worked. And now I can continue to move on and create my visions, dreams, and goals, my creative ideas, the things that are in my heart that are buried, that I almost said never mind to, the things that I almost gave up on, the things that I feel like maybe now they're not even possible. But now that you connected with the attractive thinker movement, and I'm sharing this registration link with you because this is your defining moment, a moment in time for you to make a clear decision as to where you are driving your life from this day forward, as to what you are creating with your life, as to when you're going to really get down to business about these dreams and ideas that you have, that you desire to manifest in the earth. I want you to write this website down. Visit the website, click the registration link, check your email, because I have some assignments in there for you. You can get started immediately, okay? www.createitnow.theattractivethinker.guru. www.createitnow.theattractivethinker.guru. I want you to visit the site. There's a video there with some information to tell you about the program. Read the content on the page and register, because your life is already changing. In order for you to be in this space, hearing this message, your life is already changing. And I showed up in your environment to help you along the way, to help you to create it now. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert, your break the cycle specialist, here to support you in creating your visions, dreams, and goals with the mental tools that uproot barriers and challenges and the resistance and the things that are opposing what you really want to do in your life. Remember, attractive thinker, my life's work, that's always to make your life better. It is not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think attractively, and I'll see you soon.